Okie dokie, everybody. Order of operations, which I personally really like. I think it's fun. There's a video for you to watch after this one that's just some fifth graders singing a fun little song that can help you remember the order. So the reason why we do order of operations is because if I get an expression, which is just numbers and operations all together, we want to make sure everybody does it in the same order, because what if I start at the times, my friend starts at the 9 times 7, and my other friend starts at the beginning? We'll get all different answers, so we need to have a standard way of making sure we all do it in the same order. So that's why we're going to talk about the order of doing this certain operations. All right. So the order that we do it in is we start with parentheses. They could be so like those. They could also be brackets. Any way that's grouping different numbers together is what we start with. Now, there's a word PEMDAS that stands for the different things. So E comes next, but that stands for exponents, which we don't actually do in 5th grade. So you don't need to worry about exponents this year. The next one is M and D, which maybe you can guess what those stand for: multiplying and dividing. Now, sometimes we multiply first, but sometimes we divide first. It depends on whichever one comes first, left to right. So I'll show you some examples of what I mean by that. And the last one is A and S, which I bet you can guess is adding, and subtracting. Okay, so let's do some examples, and I think it will become more clear. I'm just gonna, all right, 3 times 7 plus 2. So in a problem like times 7 plus 2, this is pretty straightforward. Write my note off to the side so I remember. So parentheses, there are no parentheses. Exponents we can skip. Multiply and divide. So we do start with that. We get 3 times 7 is 21. I like to copy everything else down that I haven't used yet, and then we're to adding and subtracting, so we get 23. All right, so pretty straightforward. Now sometimes we get ones like 3 plus 4 times 6. All right, so still no parentheses, skip exponents. So we're going to go to multiplying and dividing. So we're going to actually go over here and do that one first. We don't do 3 plus 4 first. We start with multiplying. 4 times 6 is 24. Again, I like to write everything down because once we get to like 3 or 4 operations, if we don't write it down, it can get confusing. 3 plus 4 is then 27. Now, say we had a problem like 10 divided by 2 times 4. Okay, so we are going to, again, say, okay, we don't have parentheses, multiply and divide. Now, some people are going to go do that multiplying first, but because this is the same level, then I'm just going to go from left to right, and I'm going to divide first. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Notice how it kind of makes a like pyramid shape as I do it. Let's see. I'm just going to use this for some other ideas. All right. If I have 7 times 4 plus 6. Okay, so now I do have parentheses, so I'll start there with what's in my parentheses. 4 plus 6 is 10. Then I have 7 plus 10 equals 70. All right, so hopefully you're starting to get the hang of how this works. let me do some. I don't think many of these have subtraction, so let me just, if I have something like 24 minus 12 divided by 3. Okay, so no parentheses, no skip exponents, multiply and divide. So here we have division, so we do that first. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Now this is when it's important that I keep things in the same order. I don't want to write minus 24 at the end, okay? Because that's not where it comes. It comes at the beginning, so it needs to stay at the beginning. So I have 24 minus 4. Now I'm to adding and subtracting. So I get 20. Hopefully that was enough examples. If you need some more, I am more than happy to help you out. These ones are only 2 steps. The next lesson will have more steps, but stick with the 2 steps for now. And let me know if you want more examples. I am more than happy to go through as many with you as you'd like. Good luck! Sorry, sometimes this happens where the little recorder goes away, even though it is still recording.